a good stiff 19th century hymn to get us going this morning. Because, of course, there is a lot that's happening in our world. We are facing the devaluation of our money. We're facing the fraying of a world organization and order that we've been familiar with for the past 75 years. And so sometimes it's important to remember that God is still powerful in the midst of all of these changes. Well, I'll have just a few announcements for us. Yet again, we're going to have a little potluck fellowship after worship. So if you came hungry, hopefully you won't leave hungry. I'm also thrilled to announce that we're going to be doing another open table this coming Thursday at 6:30 p.m. I'm going to be cooking a jerk chicken recipe, a Filipino recipe that Jay sent me. So let me know if you're going to come, and I will cook for you, and I will also be setting up the turntables so you can bring records and play music for us as we gather together for time together. Then, Sunday after next, wir werden unser alle auf Deutsche Gottesdienst haben, and it's going to be a very packed day because we're going to be baptizing my son, John Luke, and a mentor of mine that you've heard me tell many stories about, the Reverend Byron Thomas, is coming out from Atlanta to do the baptism. And then, at 3 p.m., over at First United Methodist Pasadena, the bishop and the Board of Ordained Ministry are going to gather to hold a small but formal ordination service where I will be ordained as an elder in full connection in the United Methodist Church. It would be my great honor if you all would come to this service, 3 p.m. in the chapel of First United Methodist Pasadena. And indeed, I would even encourage you to bring your friends. To witness an ordination service so close to home is quite rare for us over here in Glendale. So I want you to know that you're invited. And then afterward, you're also invited to come over to our house, the parsonage, where we'll be serving drinks and hors d'oeuvres. So, as we say back in Atlanta, y'all come. I am also thrilled to announce that the Maker's Communion art exhibit that is up around the church that is blends so well with the architecture here, we are bringing this to a formal close on August 7th. And if you have had questions or ideas or some enthusiasm about a piece of art that you have seen, we're going to be hosting the artists, and Jay and I are going to be moderating a panel discussion with them about the works of art that they have shared with us these past few months. We're going to have music, we're going to have food. It's going to be a wonderful little closing celebration. So more on that to come in the next couple weeks. Finally, thank you to all of you who have been supporting the church, whether you're giving online or by mail or by text, or even by the donation box in the sanctuary entrance there on the left-hand side if you're going out. We do appreciate that you would give your tithes and offerings to God, to this church, trusting that God will use them to His own glory. So if you ever have any questions about how we use the tithes and offerings given to the church, if you have any questions about how we might strengthen the tithes and offerings here at the church, I'd be happy to answer any of those questions, because it's important to us that we make sure that the money that you give to the church is going to the real ministry of the church, visiting those who are sick and elderly, building up young people and kids, and reaching out to our community. Are there any other announcements for the good of the church this morning? Seeing none, friends, let us continue in